And US President Donald Trump is once again wielding tariffs as a trade weapon, and again India is in the focus. Trump has announced that reciprocal tariffs on Indian goods will take effect from the 2nd of April, arguing that India imposes one of the highest tariff barriers in the world. In an interview, Trump stated, and I'm quoting here, "I have a very good relationship with India, but the only problem I have with India is they're one of the highest tariffing nations in the world. I believe they're going to probably be lowering those tariffs substantially. But on the 2nd of April, we will be charging them the same tariffs they charge us." Trump's tariff onslaught has ignited global trade panic at a time when the world is recovering from the economic shocks of COVID and war. Trump is doubling down on protectionism, pushing for America First trade policies aimed at boosting US industries. But can higher tariffs really make America rich again? India, on the other hand, has been a key US trade partner, with bilateral trade reaching $118 billion in 2023. The US exported $38 billion worth of goods to India, but Trump argues that high tariffs on cars, alcohol and agricultural products make it difficult for American businesses to compete. India has been here before. Trump has repeatedly criticized India's tariffs, once calling it the tariff king. But India has made several adjustments over the years, accommodating multiple US trade demands, from reducing tariffs on select American goods to opening up more market access. Commerce Secretary Sunil Bhartwal confirmed that negotiations are underway, and India has already shared a non-paper and informal document outlining potential areas of tariff reductions. Sectors like textiles and leather could see lower duties, but Washington is pushing for more, especially on high-value goods like automobiles and alcohol, where India's import duties exceed 100%. Meanwhile, a US trade delegation is set to visit New Delhi next week, just days before the 2nd of April tariff deadline. The focus will be on whether both sides can strike a deal to avoid a tariff war. If no agreement is reached, India has options. It could look at diversifying partnerships, strengthening trade with Europe and Asia, and forming strategic alliances to reduce dependence on the United States. However, completely avoiding the US market is not an option. Washington remains India's largest export destination, and a tariff war could hurt businesses on both sides. Trump's tariff strategy is clear: either lower your barriers or pay the price. India, however, is playing the long game. While it has accommodated US requests in the past, it is also pushing for a fair and balanced trade agreement. The idea of a bilateral trade agreement is on the table, with both nations aiming to finalize the first phase deal by fall 2025. For now, negotiations will determine whether India and the US can reach common ground or whether this turns into yet another trade standoff. One thing is clear: as the world moves towards economic recovery, an escalating tariff war could create more uncertainty. Will India and the US find middle ground, or are we heading towards a new chapter of trade tensions? The countdown to April 2nd has begun. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.